Hello, it's Drini Payne from Seattle Naturals, and today I wanted to show you how I trim my hair. It is the twist-friendly trim. So basically, a lot of times when we trim our hair, we cut like this, horizontally, and it makes it hard for us to keep our twists in. So I'm going to show you how I twist my hair so that it's easier to twist your hair when you're done trimming. Also, I'm gonna also show you how I do my braid and twist style that I had on my Instagram. So let's get started. So first I have blown out hair. I blew this out a few days ago. I'm using a Denman brush. I really don't dry detangle too often, and I really don't use this brush too often, but I do it for the purpose of trimming because it smooths your hair really well so that you can get a more accurate trim. Be gentle always when you're detangling your hair. And before I get started, just so you guys know, I'm not a stylist. I've been doing my hair, but I'm not a stylist. And disclaimer number 2, I rarely wear my hair straight. So if you wear your hair straight a lot, just go ahead and get you a professional trim. Because your hair may be uneven. With curly hair, it doesn't matter really that much. You can't tell. So anyway, let's get started. So I detangle my section and get it, really well here. And you just want to kind of bring it down because you want your ends to be very smooth, as smooth as you can possibly get them without like flat ironing your hair. Get it all the way down to the bottom. And what you can do is I had some clips, those little hair clips. You can either put that on the end to kind of hold your place, how much you want to cut off, or just use your fingers. If you're clumsy, just use a clip because you don't want to cut your finger. Anyway, so my cutting shears, specifically for cutting hair, make sure they're not dull or anything like that. I trim my hair maybe every 3 months, so whenever I trim my hair, I just buy a new pair of scissors because you never know who's been cutting what with your scissors, well, when you don't live alone. All right, so I'm gonna cut just that little end there. And now what I'm gonna do, instead of cutting this way, which is quicker but harder to twist, I'm gonna cut this way. That kind of gives you that uneven, scraggly end that you need to keep your twists held together at the end. The blunt horizontal cut, it's too blunt and it doesn't hold your twist very well. But when you cut up vertically, you get an uneven but, trimmed, smooth, clean trim with the ends that help you to keep your hair twisted. So I had some knots and stuff on the ends of my hair that were just gross. You can usually feel when your hair needs it. It's all, at the end. You know what that is. And my hair now feels a lot smoother. So I cut that little end off. Go ahead and brush it again, and then I just kind of look and see if I see any other knots or splits, and then just snip those off. The kind of seek and destroy method. That looks pretty clean to me. Feels nice. Okay, so that's how I trim my hair, and then I spritz it with, this is aloe vera gel and Kinky Curly Knot Today. Spritz it very lightly because I don't want my hair to be too wet because it takes my hair a long time to dry. I smooth that in, but you want to dampen it so that your hair holds the pattern. All right, so I'm going to do the Loc Method. So I spritz that on. I'm using the Eden All Natural Pudding Souffle. I start from the bottom because the bottom needs the most moisture. And I get that all in there. And then I use my T. Jules Butters Shea Butter, tjulesbutters.com. Trying to keep this video short, I know. Feel free to scroll through, fast forward if it's going too long, but so I've got that. And just kind of comb it through a little bit. Even you can't even hear, like before I trimmed it, it was like after when you get to the bottom, it makes that little scraggly noise. But very smooth, very clean now. My ends aren't snagging together. That's how I know that I need a trim, is when I'm trying to do my hair and the ends are snagging together and it feels, you can feel the roughness, knots and splits and such. So here, I'm just braiding it down, nothing, super fancy. And sorry, I guess I could have had some music or something. But anyway, so just braid it most of the way down. I like the braid and twist because the braid gives me more definition and keeps my hair stretched, versus a twist is fluffier, I guess. But I twist at the end because it is more defined, more smooth, and than a braid. A braid just gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and by the time you take it down at the end, it's all, frizzy. So then I wet my end because that's where a lot of the definition is going to be. Plus your ends just need more moisture and they dry faster. At least with my hair, my ends dry a lot faster than the rest of my hair. So you're going to get a lot of definition at the bottom, which is helps your styles, even if it fluffs out, even if humidity gets you. If your ends, I found that if my ends are still defined, then the whole look seems more defined. Even if your roots, get sweaty or, humidity grabs a hold. So now I combined, there was 3, and I combined the 2 smaller pieces basically to form 1 or 2. So there was 3 from a braid, and I combined the 2 smaller ones, and then I just twist all the way down. Oh, yeah, so I spritzed it, and then I put more shea butter on the end to seal those ends in. And I'm getting all the way to the bottom there. And then I just give it a little twirl. There you go. It's a nice, healthy, trimmed curl, twist, or whatever. And that's it. So this is the rest of my hair that I did. Figures. Anyway, I'll redo that. But anyway, this is the rest of my hair. These are my twists that have been resting. And that's it. So hope you guys try it out. Horizontal or vertical trimming your natural hair to keep your hair twisted. All right, you have a good night. Bye.